Good morning, everyone. Hope that you are well. Welcome to the Sagas of the Shimmering Sea. This is the Hidden Tomb of Akarut. These are my wonderful humans that I get to play with. They are swell. I highly recommend them as humans very much. So guys, what do we want to do? We just left behind a black dragon, who you guys chatted with rather than killing, which was a choice. Yeah, now you're in a hallway filled with paintings of arms.
Oh yes, arms. Did forget about the arms.
Oh yeah. So to fill you in on
Sorry.
the whole deal last time, as
Or
was, if you remember Ozishra, the blood magic dragon, right? We ended up going towards there. We talked to her. We found out through her that there is a Tarask underneath this whole deal, which, for comparison is basically the no monster. Like the big no monster. But like that is terrifying. That being said, so um we talked to the black dragon. Emily got some blood magic, and then we each gave some gold individually, and then now we're on our way out. So that's
Cool.
Emily, did you pick which spell you wanted, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Do you want to tell us
I
how
got
horrifying you are?
I got maledictive essence.
What does that do?
Um, I'll just read you the description because it's completely horrifying. Cursed blood begins to seep from my wounds and orifices. All creatures in a 60-foot orb around me must make a con save, and on a fail, my blood curse rings true, blinding, deafening, and fearing all targets. And targets repeat the saving throw each turn. I don't actually know how long it lasts. It doesn't say.
That's unfortunate. We'll say 1 minute, probably.
Okay.
That's statistically pretty common.
You roll to save each turn?
Yes. Yep.
Then would it be until they fail? Or?
If you succeed the saving throw, then it stops. But it's an area of effect 60 feet around me, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a 60-foot radius. That's
Radius?
that's huge.
Enormous.
Is that a 6th level spell, 7th level spell, 5th level spell?
That's a 4th level spell.
It's a 4th level spell. Jeez. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Well, you can blind, deafen, and fear everyone if you want with
Yes,
your
already.
creepy magic that I'm not at all here for. I'm totally here for it. Excellent, beautiful. So we have teleported down a floor, or so we might think, and we're in this hallway that goes sort of behind you. You saw that the dragon is one direction of this hallway. You're sort of at a T intersection, but one of the T junctures turns left very, very quickly. So you've got a couple different directions that you could potentially go in. You were told go out the way you came in, but who knows what that means?
yeah, you should probably do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Then you guys find yourselves returned to room 95, the room that you guys teleported into. You picked this room because you asked for a place. You scried a place that was a room that was safe from harm, I think is what you asked.
Oh yeah, it was a suspiciously empty room.
A suspiciously empty room, and there are doors south which lead to the dragon. There are doors west which are closed, but which the Death Knight came through, and there is a hallway open to the north, which you now know leads to the arena.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Do we go for the arena? Do we go back? What are we thinking?
I don't think we should go to the arena. That sounds like a lot.
Fair enough. All right. I guess we go back.
I don't know exactly what you mean when you say back.
Ooh, okay. So specifically, M is our ticket back. So thank goodness she's still here and not obliterated. So
Thanks.
no problem. Like you being our essential fairy means that you are a valued member of our party.
I'm so glad you feel that way.
So your intention is to teleport back? you
Yeah,
feel
I'll
like
go
this has
back
been a
to the
successful venture?
teleportation circle.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fair enough. So you've already built the teleportation circle. It was a fast escape plan last time, and you want to teleport back to the temple above. Yeah,
Yep.
cool, awesome. Celia teleports you guys back to the temple above. You are now back in the city.
Heck yeah.
Did we come up with a name for the old city?
No, we have not come up with a name for them.
I may have something. It's
Go for it.
it's meant to be a big temple to the old gods, right?
Yeah.
Temple of the Six, I thought.
Ooh, Temple of the
That's
Six.
nice.
That's a good one. Okay, cool. Welcome to the Temple of the Six. You guys have returned to the Temple of the Six.
I like that.
Good name. Thank you, Marcus.
No problem.
Excellent name.
Mm-hmm. So you guys returned to the Temple of the Six.
Where's Lyra? Find Lyra.
Agreed. We shall collect our people and move forward.
Okay. You find Lyra. Lyra, where do they find you?
I actually can't remember what happened the session before last. I think I was sort of probably still around that library area or something, because I think I was talking to Brookadak, or at least trying to, when we last, as at least what I last remember.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So you were hanging out in the library doing research or something? Sounds good to me. So you guys find Lyra?
Okay,
Did
see.
Brookadak sound like he was in immediate danger?
Oh yeah, we were going to do that too.
Like,
He
is this
was-
a time-sensitive thing?
Wasn't he frozen? Or was that old?
Yeah, like he couldn't move anything, and that creature was around, but not there at the moment. I think I can't remember perfectly now.
We should probably check again and see what the creature's around.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
We should go find them too, because we have the ability to do so now.
Yes, that pool is only once a day though, and we haven't finished the day, so.
Well,
I mean, we can wait till tomorrow.
yeah,
Make a plan now.
That's what I'm thinking. We make a plan, wait for tomorrow.
Matt,
I
were there...
think on like the little model, he was.
You cut out a little bit, for me at least.
Yeah, could you say it again, Asma? And then Marcus.
Oh, I was gonna say, I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but was Ruckasack the one who was down, like on the model? There's just staircase that goes down into nothing, and we can't see anything past that.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Oh.
So we need to find that.
Wait, so there's a piece representing him in the model of the temple? In Uxia's room?
No, there's a... You tried to sense him, and there was a staircase that was heading down from the temple, but it didn't go anywhere. It led to nothing.
With what we know now about the Tarask being under the temple.
Yeah.
Oh.
But we'll figure that out as it comes, I guess.
Oh dear.
Well, I will say this. The staircase leading down to nothing was in the middle of the temple. It wasn't at the bottom.
Yeah.
So that would be possible, but weird. Marcus, you had a question, sorry.
It was pretty much that. Is there a piece, or rather, does the model of the temple in Uxia's room have pieces representing the people in it? Like, is there an Zisha at the bottom?
Yeah. So you take it out and you look for an Zisha at the bottom. You don't see Zisha, but you do see the Death Knight.
And I don't know where...
Zisha's pretty big. So it's not like we could have just missed him in a separate room or something.
Is this some kind of divination? Like, blocking...
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, she did invent certain types of magic, and this is effectively... I mean, it's not bad, but it's effectively a toy. It's...
kind of a simple utility, yeah.
It's not particularly powerful, really.
Yeah, like it's the equivalent of like a map, so it's not, too...
Yeah.
I mean, it still is pretty powerful, but like it's not,
Do I see us in the room that we're in?
Yeah.
Room?
Yes, you do. You find yourself in the temple room, all around the temple, or wherever you guys are. You see your minis.
Can I move my piece to just outside the temple?
You want to try and pick up your piece and move it?
Yeah, to just outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you make a strength saving throw?
Oh, actually, I'm gonna fail.
You want to fail the strength saving throw intentionally? Are you sure?
Depending on what it's for. Like, if it's to move the piece, I'll try. If it's to resist anything, I won't.
Okay. Sure. Let's see. Where? So where you want to move it outside? Where?
Just outside the room we're in, or as close as possible to the temple at large. I don't want to be very. I don't want to move it very far away at all.
Okay. Pick a direction: north, south, east, or west.
Oh boy. Is south the direction toward the original portal, toward the forest?
East would be towards the forest.
Okay, east.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. You guys watch as Tis picks up his mini and just sort of moves it lightly, and then like a half second later, suddenly Tis is flying through the walls and like ramming physically through them.
Oh no.
And there are now Tis-sized holes in this space. Tis, you're gonna take 56 damage from the walls.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright, so I'll get up and walk over. I'll limp over. Okay, so it doesn't teleport people.
Well, I mean, it does.
Okay.
Consider teleportation as a fast speed of movement.
That's translation. That was translation through walls. That doesn't. Well, it didn't work the way I expected.
You all right?
Mostly. So I was gonna say that maybe we could just move like to a room close to us, but unless we want to effectively kill or outright kill him, that won't work.
Well, see, the real big brain plan is to have him like shoot up through the temple. Like we kill him intentionally, we take his remains and we revive them, so that way, see, there you go, big brain.
How, how many walls did I go through, Matt?
That was 3 or 2 and a pillar.
Okay.
We just have to hope that what we collect isn't entirely soup at the end of them.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Through all these places.
That's the thing of it.
As much as this plan isn't possible, I think the one like small thing standing in our way is that we can't see him on the model.
True. And I think
I mean, other than that,
I mean, we could put us on the staircase and then just like whiz through floors to the staircase and like.
I mean, I would
get there quicker.
one hit killed by that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
It's like
I might even.
Steam particle I've seen. Like it's efficient. I'm down for it.
It's just for those who are curious. It's 3d6 for a wall. It's 4d6 for anything. Sorry, 3d10 for a wall. It's 4d10 for anything that I judge to be thick.
All right, so like let's metagame the shit out of this, so that way we can have like armor plating, and then send us through the temple like cannonballs.
Oh my god, brilliant!
What is it with you and bad ideas?
Hey, I'm not saying that it may be a bad idea to take a giant steel ball and to roll it into certain places of the temple, and then move it on the model so that way it drops through and deals significant damage to things in its path. But like, you know,
Can we
Yeah,
just
what is
map
already
out
added to the model? Like, does anyone have a marble or a ball bearing?
oh god.
I think Lyra might.
Okay, so I think the
Rogues.
rules from it previously were strange in and of the fact that we had tried to move our models before, but nothing really happened. We were kind of glued down. Now it's changed a little bit. We did repair the bridge, so we can obviously interact physically with it. And we can add stuff because I did trap the Demogorgon inside of his laboratory using steel plates. It's like there are some like weird funky rules, but I'm not sure exactly how it works.
filled his room with acid too, didn't you?
I did, which ended up working, but obviously because he is a large creature. So I think like we can add stuff, but it's just
I want to see whether it just materializes in like a larger scale.
oh yeah, you're going for the coin thing that we were thinking about, like the
Yeah.
extra large gold coin.
Oh,
Yeah.
did we
But
try
like
that?
there may be rules about gold because gold is precious. Like that seems like it wouldn't work. But something like steel might.
We're getting into
know.
the steel industry, boys.
Like a pebble. Can we try a pebble?
Sure.
Yeah. Can I drop it like somewhere in the woods that seems like it'd be able to accommodate a boulder?
Sure. So you drop a pedal in the woods.
Okay, I'm gonna go find it in
Mhm.
real life.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Perception. Oh.
There doesn't seem to be a pebble or a boulder there.
Don't think I can see anything with that one.
I mean, actually, there's like a lot of there's actually, unfortunately, there's a lot of pebbles there. Like this is, the woods have a little bit of a rocky floor, so there's like, but there's certainly no boulder there.
Oh, I'm lucky. Can I try again?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you certainly see no boulder.
Okay. Probably didn't work then. um, I think if we're gonna wait until the next day to use the pool to get there, I think we should go up to the surface and grab some like supplies and stuff before we go.
Before Brekazak?
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
I wouldn't object to as for time.
Okay. How are we getting to the surface?
Good question. um,
The circle is still intact, right?
Yeah, you're in. Yeah.
Oh, teleport up.
Oh, I thought both ends, because,
Oh yeah, right. So we befriended the guardian. I forgot. My bad. Yes, absolutely. Okay.
so we have that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are heading up. Okay.
Sounds like
cool. Yeah. So you guys make your way up. You teleport up with permission of our circle guardian. Blah blah blah. You make your way back through the room that used to be filled with garbage, past the double pits, the statue, the staircase down, the pool of darkness, the room with some awful things, the secret passageways, blah blah blah. To the staircase, you make your way up the staircase, and around and back, past the weird invocation, to the room with that originally started Celia's journey down the blood magic path, and then up the staircase to the skeleton room. As you guys are approaching it, you hear yells and shouts.
Weird.
I'll run in.
Yeah, you're under the skeleton room, and people are very excited and very happy.
Ciao.
Good shouts.
And Sebakim, the halfling monk who you left in charge here, runs up to you and like bows slightly and then smiles.
I bow back.
He says, "Tis,
Hmm.
it is done.
Training for today, or?
The skeletons, there are no more."
Just smiles. You, you hit the bottom. You got them all.
So far, so good. The last several were a little disconcerting to fight.
What were they? Were they? I had seen some that were like minotaurs rather than humanoids, goblins. What were they any different?
The last several were people who had died here before.
Uh, it must refill then, or I would think.
Yes, I believe that is the case. The bodies of fallen friends are taken for sustenance of the machine. So don't die.
Yes, I was gonna say we should probably avoid having anyone else die down here in that case.
Exactly. But it is done. You said it could be done, and it is done.
That was fast. Or I don't know. I'm also losing my conception of time, but that was very efficient. Thank you for taking the helm on that.
You are totally right. Thank you, Celia, for that. This is Thom. You're right. Thank you, Celia. Not Sebekam. Sebekam is the halfling, the monk. I combined two characters in my head. Sorry. Thank you. Thom looks at you and nods, and goes back to the celebrating. People are like jumping in a circle and hugging each other.
Just will say to the room. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask Tirsen, like, what are you gonna make them do next? If they finish their job here.
I don't know. Honestly, I whatever we can do to make the tomb safer. General kind of.
Install protective light switches.
I mean, you joke, but that would be excellent.
Yeah,
I feel like you'd be the
Alright.
person to do that too.
lighting would actually be pretty cool.
Mhm.
Like, you know, firebugs or just making it into mines, essentially. Preventing cave-ins, and then yeah, there's a few things, legitimate like systemical upgrades to be done, but
I think, like, putting warnings around dangerous things, deactivating traps and stuff as well. That kind of thing as well.
Oh, actually, everyone, hold those ideas. I think Elenia should hear those from you rather than me. Uh, I do know what I'm gonna have them do next though. Um, and then is it okay if we hard cut to the tavern and I'm just
Yeah,
like buying them
absolutely.
drinks? Yeah, I'd like to buy a few rounds for uh everyone in the room.
Absolutely. Yeah, so the tavern is filled with the guild. There's drinking. There's partying. It is a celebratory night. Several of the guild members look buffer than they used to.
Oh.
Like they leveled up.
Do I owe the tavern keep anything? Or rather, what do I owe the tavern keep?
Yeah, you owe the tavern keep.
yeah, beat the
Yeah,
hell out of
absolutely.
the tavern keep. You don't owe them. You don't owe them anything. No money in this world.
Yeah, let's see. Are you friends of the Tavern Keep? It says here, yes. Yes, you are friends of the Tavern Keep. That's nice. Cool. Yeah, well, unfortunately, you have a guild now, and guild drinks a lot, so you owe 400 gold.
Okay.
In the grand scheme of things.
Okay.
It's a big bar tavern.
To be fair, we may just like find there might be some in the coffers for us. So, because we haven't really checked up on any of the profits the guild's made or any of the deal with it really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of, is Lenia around?
Yes, of course, she's always around. I think she has, she's in the guild house. She set up an actual guild place, for reference to the guild. Uh, and I think she lives there and sleeps there. Yeah.
Okay. And then you all, if you would join me in meeting Lenia, I think you should hear ideas that you have.
Sure.
This will head over there. Single.
Mhm. She looks up. Ah, how was spelunking?
Uh, it was what it usually is. Dangerous. But we had, or rather, my comrades had some ideas for how to proceed. I don't know if you heard, but they cleared the skeleton room for the time being.
I did hear we're going to need to find a new work for them to do because otherwise they will get restless. People without a purpose tend to get restless, and restless people cause problems. So we'll need to create more. work.
Did they say
Do you
anything
have
about?
any?
I did just have a thought actually. Did they say anything about the mechanism? Like we know now that it uses those that have died in the tomb to fill the coffers, as it were. Um, if we could block that somehow, that would be ideal, so we never have to deal with it again.
Well, it's certainly horrid. They didn't say anything about it. Do you want me to hire someone to look into it, or do you want to look into it?
Um, yeah, we actually have a pressing matter at hand, so somebody else to look into it. And then Zerial here had some ideas about lighting and other technological advances that we could make in the tomb. And Celia had said something about warnings. I thought they let them.
Please, Serial, speak to me.
So yeah, you could probably capture lightning bugs or any sort of thing that would cause a like oil lanterns even, and drop them along the temple. It would probably help for visibility, and it would mark a safe path. Apology.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Surface
Intriguing
allergies, I guess.
lighting.
It marks a safe path.
Never safer in the light. You're just less likely to get hurt.
Sure. Well, I'll certainly propose it. But let's hear your idea, please, Celia.
Well, there's obviously dangerous things in the temple that you can't remove, but making people aware of them, like on the path towards them, or putting something around them to make sure that people don't just accidentally get cursed or something, would be helpful. And deactivating any traps that we find as well. Maybe we could have some people try and look for traps and deactivate them if they come.
So, warning signs and lighting. These are your ideas.
Yeah.
Tis, how do our decisions made here? Is it your decision? Is it my decision? Is it their decision?
No, no to the second one. Actually, no to all of those. Our control in this structure.
So it is the members of the guild's decision.
Mm.
Then I will bring these before the group, but I should warn you, I expect them to be voted down.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They want combat.
They're
just...
They're not interested in being carpenters. If they left jobs as carpenters.
We have to have carpenters among us. I don't expect that they should do it. I wouldn't imagine that they would say no to more safety measures for them.
I mean, if you want me to hire carpenters to do these things, I certainly can, and they can maybe I can talk them into protecting the carpenters, but they came here for adventure and for riches. Protecting the tomb is fine. The skeleton room was brilliant. It was training, and it was danger, and it was reward all in one. But
I see what you... Okay, so it still stands. The decision should be horizontal, but I think the proposal should the proposal should resemble something more like a project on behalf of the guild rather than one carried out by the guild. That makes sense. It might not actually, now that I hear it out loud.
It's not the worst idea, but we're a little bit short on the funds. Our strongest asset right now is that we have a workforce that's willing to do things. But that workforce that is willing to do things both needs things to do and also will only do some things. So, I guess I don't know.
If we send them on some kind of project, some of those could be done on the way. If, we just ask them to deactivate any traps that they came across, that kind of thing.
I have an idea. One that will still cost money, but won't take skilled labor. I don't think. Actually, it will, but not as much. So to solve both problems in a similar way, I think we should come up with a lexicon. Oh, I'm getting some feedback. I think we should come up with a lexicon of symbols as shorthand to notate danger, curses, etc. That people can place when they come across it as they're adventuring, and in a similar fashion, I think we should have items enchanted to be safety markers to indicate that parts of the tomb have been explored already. Little stones that cast light, both illuminate and mark certain paths, or paths that have already been traveled, like that. Um,
So really, what you're proposing is a set of norms that all members of the guild adhere to while they're exploring within the tomb,
as
as a way
safety
to help
measures.
each other out.
Yes.
Yes, that would be helpful.
Yes, I think that could easily be arranged.
But it's not a job.
And we still need the money to do it. Do you have any ideas on how we could make money? I mean, how much would we need to do that, if you had to guess?
Well, considering we have what 40 members of the guild now, um, I guess if we send them out in groups of 4, it's 10 groups, right? I guess we would need. Well, I guess we need like maybe 4 or 5,000.
Okay.
We have 2,300, although I'd prefer to keep that in stock right now.
Yeah, you're right.
We don't really have a lot of income coming in. The skeleton room was ingenious because it was something that annoyed everyone, but unfortunately, it wasn't really a profitable thing. The most you got from that was a couple of old swords, which at best we can sell to Hubert.
We were planning on having businesses, weren't we? Like selling healing potions and that kind of thing.
Yes,
But
that would be wonderful.
again, that's not really what this group wants. They don't want
we
to
need capital
sell.
to arrange for that too.
How much do you
To open
think
a
we'll
small
need for
business
that?
is going to cost you, especially like a small magical business like healing potions. I can't imagine doing it for less than 15,000.
Oh God.
The worst has come to pass. We have to capitalize to keep this alive.
Well, okay. How are our morals standing?
You mean with other people within the area?
I mean, just in general, like, what are what are our collective? And I'd say this more towards the party too. Like, what are our collective beliefs on things like how should we say
Subterfuge.
commandment type
Thievery.
sins? Yeah, because thievery is bad, but we have some adventurers, and I guarantee you there's probably a lot of marauders in the desert that go and steal from people. And technically, us claiming that and then taking out said marauders is a benefit to society as a whole. Uh,
You're proposing we become the police and start
that's
stopping thieves and then taking their
yes.
goods?
And just like the police will have shady moral values and
Get into
make
civil
money off
asset
of everything
forfeiture.
that we do.
Not sure about that one.
I'm not opposed to protecting people incidentally if we come across marauders, but
Yeah, I don't think we would be able to seek them out though.
Oh, we'd be able. Well, okay, yeah, no, it kind of sucked to get marauders confused with merchants, but like, I'm sure that we'd be able to like, you know, find some marauders somewhere, and then if we send out scouting parties, and hell, what we could even do is we could charge any mercantile things protection fees. It gets the adventurers their sense of daily adventure.
that's
I feel like
not a
we're
bad
becoming
idea.
Robin Hoods.
Yeah,
Like not a protection racket, but you mean genuinely like bodyguarding.
yeah.
Because I don't know if there's anything else combative that we can do in the tomb other than going down and finding whatever. But that's unpredictable. I almost don't like sending people down to do that. But bodyguarding, that's still unpredictable, actually, now that I think about it. But
But if we
less
root
so.
out the marauders too, right? Like we go and we find them. If they have any, they bring them back to us, right? We go, we find their main camp, and we take everything and we reclaim it. So the fact that we would perhaps be dealing in stolen goods is its own right, but I mean, hell, like two of us here are British. I'm pretty sure that we've already been familiar with that through museums. So like,
What
we're
is
just
British? Zerial, what is British?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was having a fugue state right there. Visions to another world. It's terrible. It's weird. They talk very strangely, like without the yees and the ye olds, but instead with the chip chop
All right, bro.
lollipops. Exactly.
If you have no qualms morally speaking, um, obviously, in addition to being a protection bodyguarding service, we could go the other way. I know that you all have a personal vendetta against
He smiles.
Master Songshore.
Mm.
Certainly, he is the largest funder of merchants coming into this area. If you wanted to hurt him, but again, that's just a moral question for you.
The only thing I would want to hurt is his supply chain. I don't think his workers may have weird morals like him, but I don't think they deserve to be punished for his actions. We can't hurt them unless they hurt us first.
Fine. Yes, of course. Then this is a bad idea.
But a supply chain would be quite easy to target.
Not without targeting the people who are running the supply chain.
We've had people change sides from his stars before, haven't we?
Yes, of course, several.
You?
It would be it would be wait, you, Lenia? Were you employed by Slingshore?
Yes, well, yes.
I, I don't think I knew that.
Oh, sorry. Yes. It was in my resume when I handed it to you.
Yeah, that's on me. That's fine. I still trust you. I don't have any qualms about hurting him, and I don't think we have to hurt any of his employees to hurt him. If we can get them on our side.
So the problem is that, okay, if you can get them on your side,
Mhm.
that's very nice. But if a bunch of armed people show up and say, join the guild or whatever, that's not exactly going to endear us to them. And then we're sort of put in this awkward situation where either the guild members kill these people, which would be morally wrong, as you say. Of course, moral is a thing. Or we let them go, in which case they report to Songshore, and Songshore brings his forces to bear against us directly.
You're
Could
right.
we not target the equipment that he uses? That kind of thing?
This is just as an example, but if I destroyed your spell book and your magical items, but not you, how would you feel about me?
Yeah, you make a good point.
I think so the way I had gone about trying to convert people before is that Songshore doesn't care about his people. He's never going to be treating them in such a way that can't be bested by somebody that's more direct and more personable. I don't know.
Hmm.
But that's all it takes, I think. Just treating them better, which we can do easily. Um, we'll have to see about the caravan specifically, but that's something to look into.
But for that, we need to give them a good job that's better than Songshore. And right now, we don't have any jobs for them.
We
Another
don't.
problem
That's
we
true.
have, and not to be too dismissive here, but another problem that we do have is that all of the improvements that you're talking about to the tomb, these are things that are improving work for Songshore's people as well.
Um,
They too do not have to fight in the skeleton room now.
I was gonna say we can live with that, and that's probably good. But they are under instruction to be vicious and horrible. So
You know what? All right, hold up. could I get a group huddle between us and the party only?
Sure. Lenia stands up and says, "I'll leave my office."
We can step
All right.
outside. We won't make you leave your office. Let's head outside, gang.
So I want to make sure that like we're not in earshot of anybody. Like
Mhm.
and how would you guys feel about an assassination?
Roll a perception check. Sorry,
Okay.
before you ask.
After you've already said that.
Yeah, I loudly proclaim in the earshot of anybody that can.
Yeah, I just want to see how good you're doing perception check.
How would you think about murder in the high desert? No, but here, give me a second.
Oh,
Damn.
I can see for miles.
Yeah, there's someone waiting outside the building.
Good. How would you feel about definitely not assassination? I
think you've ruined it
wink.
now.
no, but I'm gonna ask whoever it is to just leave their post for a little while, unless it's somebody looking to come into the building.
Oh, sorry, I was looking for Celia. But I'll come back later. No big deal. Bye.
Wait, who is it? Who is it?
It's Sebakim with his twirling mustache.
Hi. What's up?
Oh, I just heard that you were back and wanted to see if I could induce you to enjoy the pleasure of my company for an evening.
Ah, maybe later, but right now I've got a thing.
Sure. Yes, of course. Shall we say 8 o'clock at the tavern? And he winks.
Yeah, that sounds great.
He leaves.
We have definitely
Oh,
not
God.
assassinations to plan here.
Yeah,
So-
should we plan this proposed assassination for 8 o'clock tonight?
You know what? Just say that you got something else that you're, busy for.
I love it.
Technically not a lie. Just say you have a killer date. Like
So Zuriel, you notice that as Sebakim leaves, you notice that in the sand, the footprints of Sebakim are typically relatively light, but where he was standing, he had been standing there for a while.
Aw, that's pathetic.
What is?
Simp.
Yeah.
Oh. Does
That's
Celia
okay,
notice that
though.
as well?
Nope. I mean, you roll a perception check.
I'm not gonna say anything because genuinely I do feel bad. Like
Was that in character as Zuriel? Or
that was its own deal. Like
Celia, you are aware that the footprints have been that the guy was standing there for a while.
I feel like you two are noticing something that I'm not. Should I be concerned?
No, it's fine. I mean, the equivalency of a social sour milk, but you know.
It will
Don't
be fine
understand.
if everyone wants to come along for a drink this evening.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So what is
here's
this about not assassination?
yeah, yeah. So a definitely not assassination plot on the Songshore. I mean,
Hmm.
I personally think it would actually be pretty fun to just murder somebody in cold blood that we don't like. Like, morals aside, it's it's a solution.
Is
I
he accessible though? Like, is he even in the desert?
no.
Or is he like in a headquarters somewhere in Brian?
Even if he's in a headquarters, if we take out his top crew one by one, and then we essentially make an announcement to all of his workers, I doubt there'll be any of his workers that'll be like, "Oh man, I am going to keep going for this," right?
You might be surprised. Loyalists can be
But if we take out his top guard and then assume their role,
Yeah.
then they can't. Like a mutiny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
like take over his business here?
that's essentially it. It's like even if he's not here, we take out his top people, and then we just mutiny the ship. The ship being his
I like that a lot.
fortress. Yeah. Now,
Why didn't you want Lenia to know this? Because I think she'd be pretty on board with this,
I
considering where she was going with it.
I feel assassination plots are something that should probably be kept to the least amount of people as possible. If
I
you
feel like
catch
Lenia's
my
going to
drift,
know at some point, though. She's probably
sure,
going to end up being the
she
people who
can be a
take
smart
over.
person and she can make her inferences however she decides to. But essentially, the best case scenario for us right now is turns out Songshore is actually in the desert. He was like visiting or is in his office, and we get him to write a nice, neat little paper handing over everything to us before he suddenly passes away in a tragic sword accident when he was fencing inside of his
Accident.
office. So,
Okay, what about anyone in the guild who's willing working for Songshore or befriending people in Songshore to try and find out whether these high up people are accessible and how?
We might have that already because some of them already had connections,
yeah,
or rather,
like
some of them worked for him. Yeah, they would
even
know the
I
chain of
have
command.
connections. I've worked for
Oh
there.
yeah, do you know the chain of command?
Actually, yeah.
I I know it vaguely through the stuff that like we have already done. Um, so kind of like I remember I worked under the like command of the torture check from the other one. I think that was what was set up, and but other than that, not quite sure. But it wouldn't be too hard to get information because I do have alter self.
True.
And we also happen to have a excellent rogue, and
Mm.
even better than that, we have the party in a bottle set up.
We
Uh,
do.
yeah. So, also, quick question: how much air is in those black holes, or um, the disposable hole, or whatever it's called?
Hmm. Yeah. How would you find out?
Um, shoot, that's a good question.
And just stay in there until you asphyxiate. Do the math from
Uh,
there.
Brilliant.
I mean, let me think for a
Realistically, as
second.
long as we open it every now and then, it's not like we're going to suffocate in there. That's pretty big space, right?
Yeah,
It was
well,
like a
that's
few
not what I'm
feet.
thinking of. What I'm thinking of is using that as the murder weapon.
Oh,
Yeah, because it
That's not bad
were
at all.
well. Here's the thing, right? We're trying to kill somebody by suicide. We leave a or not suicide, but like natural causes. We leave Will, right? And then we asphyxiate him to death. There will be no obvious poisoning. There will be no obvious, it will simply look as if he had choked and died, right?
Another option,
Mhm.
that hole, you couldn't hear anyone inside it.
Yeah. And that's exactly
Mm.
what
Shove
I'm.
him in there, kill him in there. At least no one's going to hear it.
Well, we don't even have to kill him as long as, like, there is an air limit inside there, right?
I don't think there would be. Or it would
Yeah.
be a really long time.
Be like, yeah, I would assume it's like 30 minutes worth of air, but
Like, I feel like it starved before he died from asphyxiation.
uh,
Which is an option, I suppose.
no, because we're not trying to make him disappear. We're trying to make him like dead. So
I think you'd want to do it a bit quicker than that,
yeah.
this
personally.
is this is so morbid. I've thought about it too, so I can't even really say anything. But it's so morbid.
Oh, okay. I got an idea. All right. Could I see if I can construct something alchemically that would remove the air from the environment or turn the air into a like unbreathable compound? So like essentially adding more nitrous to the air.
Yeah, so that it binds with the air particles, so that it actually becomes like changes it rather than adding to it. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
to test it out, we're
that
gonna lay
is
the hole flat,
horrifying.
put a
Mhm.
candle inside of it because the hole itself doesn't move while the thing is closed, right?
Yep.
Okay. So put a candle inside of it and then drop it in and see how long it takes for the candle to extinguish.
Well, you can't see the candle inside.
Yeah, we'll do it in like smaller intervals. So we'll do like a 5 minute
Or like
and
stick
then
your head in
open
every
it.
now and then.
Yeah, and then 10 minute and then we'll open it, and then 15 minute, and then see when it takes the candle to extinguish.
Okay. So that's your intention. You wanna do that now?
Yeah, we'll just test it out.
Okay. 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so we got 10 minutes of him in there with the compounds, and he's done for.
Okay, I have an idea. I have a spell called Snare. And the casting time's a minute, and it lasts for 8 hours.
Mhm.
So it definitely lasts long enough. If he got caught in that and then we just pushed him into the hole,
No.
he wouldn't be able to escape. And we
some-
wouldn't have to get hurt.
What are the rules on darkness? Does darkness remove sound? I don't think it does, but like, okay. Let's see. Yeah.
I don't think he's going to have a successful investigation if he's not even looking or expecting it. As long as
Yeah.
no one else knows
The
and the
biggest,
alarm isn't raised, then.
yeah, the biggest thing is both the alarm and any sounds that he would make, like initially. So we need to be really on point with the actual, like, how we're planning on doing this. I do have darkness, so that is something that we can use to our advantage because I can, like, if he's, let's say, in a room, right? I can block out that room so nobody can see inside of it while we are in there. So
This all this all also demands that we get close to him, which is its own problem.
I feel like that's less of
Likely.
a problem because we have asthma, right? And then we all fit in that portable hole.
Tis,
Yeah.
you're the only one who's met Hubert Tongshaw right now, aren't you?
I don't think I've even met him in person. I've
But you
visited
used to
him in
dream of
dreams.
Thorn and you saw him.
Mhm.
He didn't see you.
Oh.
Or maybe he did.
Well, technically he
But
did. He
you
saw
saw
a
him.
vision of me. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Do you think, like, ballpark, do you think he's strong or like flexible?
Matt, he's
What are his weaknesses?
he's a halfling. He's pretty posh, like hands pretty soft, that kind of deal. Is that right?
Yeah.
So
This is not someone
probably
who's worked a day in his life. He looks like soft, round, weak. Doesn't seem like anything really. He kind of seemed like a non-entity in some ways.
so
His
if he
strength is
wasn't
his money.
subjected to a saving throw, he probably wouldn't succeed. If we
Also
got him on his
afford
own.
he could also probably afford things that would enhance his abilities naturally,
Although
like
I
the
do
king,
have
like Akarut.
hex, right? So even if
Mm.
we had stuff that would give him advantage, I can turn that into just a normal roll, right?
Well, hex is skill checks, not saving throws, just for the record. But
Oh, okay, all right.
not a big deal.
I mean, if he has any magical items, I can counterspell them, but I can't do much for anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, I could blind, deafen, and fear him with
Yeah,
blood.
The biggest thing is sound. Like, I guarantee you that's going to be the largest proponent that we need to kind of figure out. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to go about that.
We need like something that silences. I don't know how you do that though.
Well, I think on that moment of planning and figuring out what the heck we want to do before we do things, which we will do next half, I think we will take our break.
Okay. I also have. Oh yeah, just feel free to. I'm just gonna keep talking on the break.
Sorry.
I'm excited. It's planning time.
Planning time, man. Planning time is good.
Love a plan.
Okay. We good? moment here to just appreciate the beauty that is Shadow. Hi, Shadow. You are beautiful, and this is a cat-friendly stream, and so you are a good face. We like you. Hi, Shadow. Hi. Hi. As always, I'd like to take a moment at the top of the second half of the show to encourage you, yes, you, to look at the world around you and wonder if there's a way that you can help or support people within it. It is a difficult place to be a human. There's a lot of difficulties out there in the world right now, in the United States in particular. I'm thinking about the fact that minors can now be arrested and charged for prison sentences for life. So that's something I'm thinking about. People with the least say in society can be punished by it for all time. I'm very uncomfortable with that, and so I am thinking about that right now and trying to figure out how I can make a difference there in some capacity or another. You, no matter what your walk of life is, no matter who you are, you probably have some methodology in which you could alleviate the suffering of others, and I encourage you to take a moment every day to try and do that, at least on some level. Well, so we've got other shows on this channel. Later today, we've got the Assassination of Primarch Magically Black Ice, an entire show dedicated to trying to figure out how to assassinate someone in this game system. They've been doing it for 14 levels, 15 levels, something like that. And also we've got a show on Sundays, The Chosen Few, in which people are, they're dealing with a weird thing, a color that no one has ever seen before, which is intriguing and unusual. Check out some of our other content. Yeah, 5:30s on. We've got 3 shows. This one at 10:30s on Thursdays, 5:30s on Thursdays, and noon on Sundays. So come check out our stuff. With that, let's get back into it. So there you guys are inside your office. We see the guild hall is here. There's sort of a gathering spot. The people come in and out of other rooms, but this is sort of your office there, as it were, that is relatively private. And Lenia is like taking notes in the room outside. What are you guys doing? What are you wanting to do? What do we want to see here?
We're all standing in a circle planning.
Inconspicuously planning a definitely not assassination attempt.
Okay.
I will just say
whether this whole idea is a good idea. Is it a good idea to try and kill Hubert Somshaw at this moment in time?
At this moment in time is the important part. I don't think it's immediate enough. I don't think we have the information we need or the conditions.
I don't think we have the motive we need, in all honesty. He's only tried to kill us once.
That's one too many times.
I mean, technically we've killed for less. Like, make no mistake,
but this is
I'm
a
a
big
very
thing.
petty person. Like,
he's a very important person, and it's quite likely that he has something in place in case he is attacked or in case he is successfully killed. I don't think it's going to stop. Most likely everyone around him holds his same values.
That's why
and will just come after us.
A very legitimate will, right?
Matt, above game.
That's a whole task on its own.
The will thing, yeah, like that will look like foul play automatically, I feel like. But above game, what legal recourse, in terms of like Chalestrin laws and Priani laws, would Sancho have if we took his business, if we stole it?
Depends on the context in which you stole it. Like, if you are you saying that if you steal?
Yes.
Like, if you are thieves?
Like a mutiny. His chain of command here disappears. It also demands that we're a part of the organization.
Yeah, it would demand that you were part of the organization, and it sort of depends on how it happens. I mean, if you murder him, then the government can investigate. If that's what your mutiny is, then...
Just the operation here.
Okay, so you want to take over the operation here. I mean, he might be fine with that, as long as you keep sending him money.
We could still kill him, though.
Like, the problem that you guys are facing is that he's playing a different game than you guys are, right? Like, on a moral level, the problem is that, like, you guys are here to uncover and preserve secrets of the tomb. You want to protect people. Your goal is safety. There's problems here. You want to prevent those problems from escalating and becoming other problems. None of that stuff is anything that he cares about. He's just here to make money. He sees the tomb as a way to make money. He's getting government contracts to support him exploring the tomb. He's paying low dollar to force people to do it for him. Like, he doesn't care. So, like, the way to hurt him is to cost him money. The way to get rid of him is to give him money. Or kill him.
So in game, my concern is that God, what is it even? My concern is that we will be doing something that runs counter to both the Priani and Celestrian governments. They could bring down whatever kind of law enforcement they have on us if we went the less legal route to taking over his business. Because obviously we're not going to pay him once we take.
Well, you see, he died of natural causes through suffocation.
And then the will, and yes, but I don't think.
If he does that, he's just going to be replaced by an heir, a friend, someone who shares his ideology, and we're just going to have to pay them.
Hey, no,
Long
we
for
just go
Enterprise
down
has a
the
board.
line. We kill each one until they stop taking it over for fear of the curse. Like it's a curse to inherit, and then we will
Like
so
the
bravely
defense of
take
the
the
dark arts
dangers.
teacher position. I don't think it's going to work, personally.
See, we can even spread rumors too. Be like, damn, have you heard of the Songshore family curse that just started happening? Like, I hear
Family
some,
curse with one generation.
yeah, I hear somebody he slighted inside the tomb who died and then is now haunting anybody who owns the Songshore properties here.
I
I
think
don't think that's going to work.
I think our only tenable, our only attainable here is a loss for him, make it not profitable. Then from there,
But I
talk
don't know
about
whether he'll leave or just escalate against us.
he would if he knew it was us. We'd have to do it without it being apparent that it was us.
Well, that's going to be hard. Because realistically, who else would be doing it?
I think there is a chance that the thing that he cares more about money than anything else enough that if we make it not profitable to do business here, he might just leave. Like, sure, he'll have a vendetta. He does have a vendetta against me, and he might send people after us. But if he's already gone,
Why does he have a vendetta against you specifically? Oh, right, during the Dreamer
I
Storm thing.
have an idea, kind of.
before that act, but yeah.
If he has any heirs or heirs, yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
Heirs.
TR,
If he has any heirs, I could befriend said heir or fucking heir. God, every time. I could befriend said heir, right? And then once we kill him, then we would have a puppet effectively, like befriend or blackmail. I'm sure that like Songshore himself is wise enough to have safeguards in place, but I guarantee that the younger generation probably wouldn't.
Oh, that is. I, yeah, I agree that an heir would definitely be an exploit to take advantage of.
That's a lot of information that we need to gather. We can't do that today.
True.
But yes, that sounds brilliant. We need to find
Immediately.
out if he even has an heir, and then how to get in touch with the heir and where he is. And then we have to find out their weakness and then exploit it. And then kill Songshore.
True.
It's a long process. Possible. Much more possible than killing him outright now and then just taking over the company.
True. And it would not seem suspicious too, because it would go to the right hands. Like there wouldn't be any changes and suspicious wills stuffed in a drawer.
Realistically, it would just look like he had bad business making plans. It wouldn't look dodgy, I don't think. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like even if it's like bad, or yeah, no. So we could just run things from inside the scenes. That's good enough.
Does everyone like that idea?
Murder.
I mean, it's very morally grey.
That's, I mean, okay, above game, right? That's not even morally great. That's just murder. That's just murder because we don't like somebody. But
That's
you know
not
what?
even just one bad deed, though. That's one bad deed and then continuously also
yeah.
reinforcing the bad deed by
Murder
blackmail.
and blackmail. Yes, you're right. Oh, I love murder and blackmail.
Now the decision really is how much do we hate capitalism or blackmail more?
Oh, I'm all for
'Cause it's kind of a
capitalism.
toss-up.
I just want it in my favor. That's the key to it. Like if you think anything other than I am going to be trying to make the same profit that he does, then like you are out your mind.
Well, on some level, that's not true, right? Zero, from Zero's
Yeah.
perspective, because like
Well, I have
Serial is, you know, like it's certainly more lucrative to not go into adventuring.
Oh, absolutely. Like I have morals. Like don't get me wrong. Like I have
Just
stuff
shit
that I want to do. I just really like money. Like
Sure.
I mean, come on.
Your morals are easily swayed, let's
Yeah.
say.
Like yeah,
Money makes the world go round.
it's true.
Your world go round.
It is the purchaser of people and it is the ruler of everyone. So
Did we ever get an easy supply of healing potions, armor, that kind of thing?
Nope.
Or are we still being taxed really high for that?
You're not being taxed super horribly because not all of the members of your guild are known, so you sort of send people from your guild to get things for you. You guys are being taxed heavily.
Great. Okay.
If your guild grows in reputation and significance, then the guild may start getting taxed heavily. What are we gonna do, guys? I want to stop talking about things and actually do something.
yeah, that is true. I want to fight something, but I don't
I
know
would
what.
love to fight something. Fighting is fun.
Yeah, I don't think we fought
think we
anything
should-
for like 4 weeks.
I totally agree. I keep on offering things to you, but then you like decide to negotiate with them. I'm like, okay.
Sure. But to be fair, that was more out of like fear of like just perhaps like we should listen to the big old dragon.
That's fine by me too, but like
No,
there's plenty of options to fight.
Do you want to spar,
I
Zero?
think we should go save Brookazak and leave the planning till next week.
Okay,
That's
cool.
the most amazing.
Yeah, so long rest is first off. Like we go
Okay.
back and long rest, then we find his sword because he has a pretty friggin' unique sword, right?
Ooh,
Like
it does. Flaming sword.
it wouldn't be hard to find. We scout using the pool, and then we just go for it. Straight
There
up.
is something I'd like to do up here
Okay, go for it.
before we go. I'd like to buy some healing potions.
Mhm.
And I'd like to possibly buy some armor, but I don't know how expensive armor is.
Sure, what kind of armor do you want?
Something I can still move in, so light armor, but something that will give me a higher class than 14. I don't know if that's a thing.
Light
whether I'd have
armor
to
that
go
will
for
give you a
something
higher
heavier.
armor class than 14. That's your plan? Let's see what we got
Yeah.
here. Equipment.
Wizards can't wear medium, can
No, not without subclassing. Or taking a feat. Okay, what's your dex mod?
My dex mod is 4.
Oh, wow. Okay, then yes, you can do better than that. No problem. Studded leather is 12 plus dex mod.
Brilliant. So that would be 16.
That would be...
How much does that?
For you, it'll cost 60 gold.
Is there anything better
not bad
than
at all.
studded leather?
Sorry, say again?
Is there anything better than studded leather?
Not in light.
Okay. What is the difference between light and medium?
Medium caps your dex bonus.
Okay, and it caps it at
+2.
okay. And the best medium would be
Half plate, 15 plus dex.
okay. So that's 17, which is the same as 12 plus dex, which is 16. So I would be wearing half plate for one extra armor class, which I don't think.
It also will give you disadvantage on stealth checks, by the way. But
yeah, exactly. Like it's just not worth it. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the
appreciate
leather.
Studded leather it is. Shields are also
Thanks.
+2. If you're
Yes,
trained
I do
in
have a shield. Do I ever use it though?
Um,
So my armor class is 16 now. Brilliant.
Nice.
How many potions shall I get? They cost
I'll grab some too,
150
actually.
each for
250?
the medium ones. For the little ones, the 2d4 plus 2 is 50, but is that even worth it anymore?
The next price up is 250?
yeah, it's 50,
Yeah,
250,
44 plus 4.
2,500, 25,000.
God. I'll grab 2 greater.
Okay, those are 250s. Those are 44 plus 4s.
Actually, never mind. I'm gonna save my money.
Okay, I'm gonna grab 4.
4 graders.
44 plus 4, yeah.
Sounds good.
Running out of money.
Income is useful. Okay. Anything else? You've got loot. If you turn in the loot, we can get you paid. Actually, you guys haven't been paid.
Oh, that's right.
You've got etchings of the stuff of the ruin of the story from the bottom floor. Yeah, you got that test, right?
3, yeah.
You're gonna give it to Bialar?
Yes.
Cool. Obscura is gonna give you money for that. In fact, they're gonna give you $5 grand.
Oh.
Cool. Under treasure, I have jewelry, candle holder, and scroll case, and I know none of these things. So
Only so much I can do for you.
fair
If you want
enough.
to sell jewelry, candle holder, and skull case, I can come up with a price.
Cool, that works.
Sure. What does it say next to jewelry? Does it say anything?
It's just I think it's from the wait, no, I don't remember where it's from. Yeah, no, doesn't say anything.
Doesn't say anything? Okay, cool. Average price of jewelry in this is 250 GP. So we'll call the jewelry 250 GP. Candle holder, I'll say, is probably made of gold and probably ornately made. So we'll say 100 GP. Skull case, we'll say, is another 100 GP. So that'll be 450 GP to you.
Cool.
So I dispense 1250 to everyone from the rubbings.
Sounds good.
So everyone gets 1250.
I'm 1 gold off from 1776.
Funny. Roll a persuasion check.
Hell yeah. Let's see.
I don't even know how much gold I have because I've just got it in like bits plus.
You're able to convince the shopkeep to buy the candelabra for 101 GP.
Yeah, boy.
How much gold do I even have?
Okay. So you all long rest. You stand up, Sebakim. Look at me. It's your call.
Sorry, Celia. It's unfortunate. It was the love that could have been.
I don't want him to be angry at me though.
Yeah, that is concerning.
Don't look at me.
Do we have time to have an amicable
Yeah, I mean, do you want to have an amicable evening with him? We don't have to roleplay it or anything like that. I'm just saying. If you want to stand him up. Seemed to me like you just
Yeah,
want to.
go on, I'll go.
You'll go? Mm-hmm.
I'll go.
Okay, yeah, he's charming, he's friendly, he seems to want to know about the guild.
I won't tell him all that much, but to be fair, I don't really know all that much anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough.
But that's something I'd keep close to my chest. Also, blood magic, I'd probably keep that close to my chest. Anything
Yeah,
else?
he doesn't ask about that at all. He just asks about the guild. He asks a little bit about mostly the guild. But you know what else he would ask about a little bit? What does he ask about? Oh, I think mostly the guild. I think would he ask anything else?
Can I kind of probe him and be like, do you want to join the guild?
Sure, yeah. Why don't you roll a perception or persuasion check?
Persuasion. I'm not good at persuasion. 12.
Yeah, he looked at you and he says, yeah, sure. I think that could be potentially quite interesting. Would I have to leave my current employment?
It depends what your current employment is.
Well, I am working for Songshore Enterprises. We've already established that, right?
If you keep it really quiet, and don't visit the guild too often, I can give you information
Tell
about the
people
guild.
that I'm working for Songshore Enterprises. Don't tell people that I'm working with the guild. Sort of be like a double agent. And he winks.
Yeah, that would be really useful to us, actually.
Sure, yeah, I could be a double agent. That sounds fun to me.
Okay, awesome. I don't think it's going to be all that useful, but it's nice to have a friend.
Yeah, Daddy got me my job, and I don't think he'd like it if I left. So.
Well,
Hey, who's his father?
Yeah.
Hubert.
Oh god.
Well, you should ask.
Yeah, who's your father?
What'd you say? Sorry, I missed what you said.
Who's your father? Is he someone important in Songshore?
Oh, friend of a friend of a friend, that sort of thing.
Right.
I'm
No,
not.
I don't.
Suspect.
I'm not.
That stinks.
Yeah, and it's a bit weird how he's only asking about the guild.
So, who's your father?
Oh, I don't really have one anymore.
And mother?
I've got mum back home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She nice?
Yeah, she makes really good meals.
Where's back home?
I'm from Prime.
I mean, I assumed that.
Well, I went to school around here.
Yeah? At the tower?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Cool.
What about you?
I kind of washed out of school. But, it wasn't because I wasn't smart or whatever. I just, well, I tried to talk my way out of doing my work rather than doing my work. Worked a lot of the time. I'm really charming.
Yeah, I can see that. So what do you do now? Like, you work in Songshore. What's your job?
Oh, mostly carrying things from point A to point B.
Supplier.
Yeah, though, mostly carrying things. Supplying,
What kind of things?
Unusual things, weird things, things that don't fit in a box, that sort of thing.
Do you have any examples? That sounds fun.
I'm frequently not allowed to know.
Oh. Secret.
Exactly.
I'm too nosy for that kind of thing. I'd be too curious.
You'd be too curious.
Yeah. I'd want to find out.
Yeah, well, once and he holds up his hand and he shows you like a missing finger. Once I got curious, but not anymore.
Oof.
Rough. Wow.
Yeah.
Is that a normal punishment in your job?
Oh no, it wasn't a. It was the secret thing was a living creature that bit it off.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes, so I've learned not to be curious anymore.
Yes, I can see why.
You know, it was just a thing. So yeah. So you've been down in the tomb many times, yeah? You must be getting.
Yeah, I work for Obscura, so I just bring back anything interesting, really. Paintings, whatever I find.
Sure, of course. I would do the same thing if I worked for the Order of Bygone Studies curators, underappreciated relicologist, and archivists.
Yeah, they're a good employer.
They seem like it. They've been having some trouble back home, but in Uxietal, but you know, they'll probably get around. Well, I'm glad I got to see you before I head out. I'm heading out again, but I'll be back. Well, probably not that long. Probably 3 or 4 days. Just a short jaunt. I'm actually headed to your
Where you going?
Oracle Lookout.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Just checking out the tower.
Brilliant. Well, if you see anyone there,
Sure.
tell them I said hi.
I don't know who you know. Well, this has been fun. It's nice getting to know you. I'd love to have another drink when I get back if you're not in the tomb.
Sure.
Can I walk you home?
You know, I'd best be getting back quick.
Sure.
We've got a
I'll
big
head
day
back
tomorrow.
Anyway. Bye. And
It was nice to see you. Okay.
Yeah.
He gives me weird vibes. I don't like it.
You should give me weird vibes. I'm glad.
I've got him down in my notes as Sebekam the creepy halfling, so that really says it.
You know, it's totally appropriate. He is Sebekam the creepy halfling. With the weird handlebar mustache thing. Okay, cool. So what are we doing?
Going, finding the boy, and then we're using locate object and the sword, teleporting in or somewhere near so we can go save him. And hopefully fighting people.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Tis caves and buys 1 greater healing potion.
Sounds good. Okay. So you are teleporting back into the thing. Sorry, I'm mostly saying this for spell slots because if we're going into combat with them, Sully's gonna know. So you're using teleportation circle to get back to the teleportation circle. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, so I don't spend any spells. I don't need to.
To be fair, we long rest too, so
Yeah, so I've got full spell slots.
yeah.
Which is
And
nice.
we're using the
For once.
locate object in the pool,
Mhm.
all that stuff, so that way we can find out where we're going and go there.
Got it. So you go to the pool. You use locate object.
Yes, on his sword.
Okay. Yeah, you see in the pool an image appears of a staircase descending from room. It seems to be cloaked in shadow.
Okay.
And I think you get the sense who's using the locate object. Who feels it?
I guess we all are because it's like the pool.
Yeah, it's the pool, but someone has to actually be the one who's doing it.
Okay, fuck it, it'll be me.
Okay, yeah. So you feel like it's in this way, but for some reason the spell can't get any closer.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go to the top of the staircase then. I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll teleport to the staircase?
Yeah.
And pineapple see in the dark. Don't know whether that's a
Pineapple see
thing.
in the dark. I think the answer to that is no.
I think you might have advantage on certain perception checks, depending on the form.
Oh wait, I got a better idea. I have the spell light, so.
I mean, we have torches and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
is it magical darkness or is it just darkness?
It is. You cast the spell light when you get to the staircase. And behind you, you can see double doors. massive double doors, very big ones for big creatures or big people or something like that. But before you see the stairs going down into the darkness, you cast light, and it doesn't seem to penetrate the darkness at all.
I don't like magical darkness. It's scary.
I think it's nice considering that I just have permanent advantage, but like, that's just me.
Oh, the last time we were in magical darkness, though, there was a massive spider. Massive. Massive. So.
In fact, here, let's have the best idea ever, and let's all jump off.
Jump off what?
The staircase, the massive staircase. Let's just jump into it.
Yeah, you want to
just
head down to the as far as you can see and then jump further?
Yeah, not even like as far as you can see. We could just straight up jump. What do you guys think? Yeah. I got Featherfall. Let's do this.
Sure, sounds fun.
Sounds fun.
All right.
I love how the person saying sounds fun is probably the person that's most likely to die from fall damage.
Absolutely. Just hope that I don't black out before.
If I need to.
Oh, actually,
okay, that's true.
Good point though. Good point though. Let's attach each other by ropes, like at least so that way, hold.
I mean, the thing is, are we going to see the floor coming to cast the spell levitate?
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
I mean,
hold
if
up.
I cast fly and then you will jump in the bag, then I can like fly as low as possible and then just touch down when I feel.
Wait, hold
floor.
on. All right. Falling creature is 60 feet per round. It's 1 minute of the thing. I mean, we couldn't possibly fall for longer than a minute.
Why do we have to fall? I have missed something.
Oh, just for fun.
What?
The staircase is shrouded in darkness. Their theory is that if they jump off the side of it, they'll fall down.
Yeah.
I mean, it could just be stairs, to be fair.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just do it. I can cast it multiple times. We don't hit the ground within the minute time frame that it is, right? Like I'll give it like 10 seconds or like 5 seconds, whatever a normal staircase would be, a little bit shorter than that, then cast it for the full minute.
So your goal is to jump off the side of the staircase or the bottom? Like, I'm not quite.
Is it like a spiral staircase?
No, it's a straight staircase.
Oh, okay. That changes things significantly.
Yeah. Can we just put a foot down and see if there's a step?
Do you do that?
I do that.
Yeah.
There's a step there.
I'll do it one other.
Can we
I
all
see.
hold hands and go down together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. For whatever reason, I just assumed, like, I think this is the Dark Souls in my brain, is I assumed it was like the pit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a spiral staircase with dark and it leads into a dark chasm.
That's fair, honestly. And
I'm just going to assume that this has floor because it would be a really shit way to kill the whole party. If we just fell into the darkness.
Ooh, figuring out my narrative, are ya?
You know what?
I'm really hoping that we wouldn't die that way after everything we've been through.
Wait a second.
Honestly, it seems unlikely to kill you. It caps out at 20d6. I don't even think that would necessarily kill Tiss. It probably would come close, but I don't think it would inherently kill him. What is that? 70 damage.
8 points away if you did max damage.
20.
And as long as one of us is alive, it's fine. Can revive the rest.
Are there any extraordinarily large pieces of wood? Like, we could take the door off of its hinges and then use it to sled down.
Or we could just walk down.
I think there's a more.
If it off its hinges, you're welcome to do so.
Walking is slow and it makes us vulnerable. Sledding is cool. And it's badass.
It makes us vulnerable.
No, it makes us badass is what it does.
It does make us kind of dangerous too.
Well, see, what's
we
more
get to the
dangerous?
bottom and just fly.
A trapped staircase versus a just speeding down a staircase, right? Like, we'd be going so fast, no traps would actually hit us. So, big brain. That's all I'm saying.
Can I step fully into the darkness?
You're submerged fully in the darkness.
I can't see anything.
You know, knowing us, the darkness is only going to last like 3 steps, and we've done all this for nothing. Can we just walk down and use like my quarterstaff or something to make sure that there's floor underneath before we step?
Of course, Tis, you're fully submerged in darkness. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use a javelin to poke at the floor ahead of me. Make sure there's another step after the one I'm on.
Okay.
Is there any way we can dispel this? I can get rid of enchantments, but I
Not
don't know
until
where
we
it's
know the
coming from.
source.
You're right.
Yeah. Last time it was a pillar, if that helps. But we're on a staircase, so I don't think there's going to be any pillars just like hang out on the staircase.
Who enters the master's domain?
Oh,
Do we all hear that? Just
Yes.
us.
It whispers through the darkness. It crawls across your neck.
No one. My name is Tis. I'm exploring.
You are exploring into the master's domain. Are you a willing sacrifice?
No, no willing sacrifices here. Who is the master?
Then you must be unwilling to sacrifice yourself to the Undying One. Very well. Does 18 hit, Tis?
No.
An 18 does not hit?
No.
You feel a scrape as something scratches against your armor in the darkness.
I run out of the darkness.
Oh, baby. I'm running in.
See what's coming. Okay. Follow him in.
What?
What do you
I
do?
get advantage of this darkness. I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, I'm going to go in and then I'll cast. I don't know. Let's just do chromatic orb with let's see. Let's do thunder.
Okay.
And just see if it hits anything.
Yeah, roll the hit at disadvantage.
All right.
That's a 14. You hear a ah. Roll damage.
All right. And do I roll a d100?
Yes, you do.
Ooh. Something wild. That's a 1 out of 1d100.
Oh no. Okay, let me check this one. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Can you roll 1d20 for me?
Oh boy. All right.
I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, and Jack, I need you to roll 8d6.
86. We're rolling a new character. All right, hold up. 8d6. Let's go.
That's not so bad. So, Tis, can I get a dex save from you as well?
Sure. My worst save coming right up. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Celia and Tis. This is a very weird experience because there's like just darkness around Zero descends into the darkness and like disappears entirely, and then like this explosive ball of fire which doesn't interrupt the darkness at all rips through you, and you suffer 23 points of fire damage as as Zero unwittingly casts a fireball upon himself.
You said 23?
Yeah, 23.
Okay.
Lyra, you're able to throw yourself out of the way and dodge, taking no damage.
Amazing. Thank God.
Honestly, I'm so happy I took.
Yeah.
Very in character.
Absolutely.
Very
Did you roll
chaotic.
damage on the? Oh yes, you did 9 for the critical.
Okay. And then I take the 23 as well, right?
Yeah, you do. You cannot dodge.
Dang.
Nice.
It would.
We did like 7 times more damage to us.
But see, anything that was even remotely around me is now burnt to a crisp, so you can thank me.
Celia, what do you want to do? You came into the darkness. You've been blasted by an invisible fireball from your perspective. You can't see anything.
I'm not impressed.
What do you want to do?
I want to try and dispel magic because it says I can do that on just a magical effect. I don't need to do it on the source of the magical effect.
Yeah.
So I'm going to dispel the magic because I'm pretty sure darkness is a lower level spell than 4.
Yeah, absolutely. I am going to cast Counterspell.
Oh.
Lyra, on the staircase, Tiss has gone in and come out of the darkness. You heard the clank, you hear the whisper upon your neck. Zero charges in, does something which causes an explosive ball of force to explode outward, but you can't see anything about what it is. Celia goes in and seems to try and start chanting something, but then is interrupted by the sound of someone counter-chanting. What do you want to do?
I would have wanted to get everyone out there, but I know that's not possible. We should bring someone we can use as a sacrifice that we don't mind killing.
Grastic.
They might like get less.
Problem is that you're going to start vibing with
Is
them.
Grastic here?
No, he's up in the... You left him upstairs.
We're not sacrificing our stone giant baby.
No, we can just get someone else. But can I hear the counterspell chant? I guess.
Yeah.
Can I like try and drag Celia away from it, like away from where she is at the moment?
Yeah, sure. You want to physically grab Celia and pull her back?
I'm in the darkness, so
Yeah, absolutely. You saw where she entered, though. Yeah, absolutely. Why don't you roll? Let's see. I think it probably a perception check first, and then a strength saving throw to pull her, or athletics check, either way. But perception first here. Yeah,
I'm not going to
to get roughly where she is. You think you probably can find her. You want to roll an athletics check to pull her out? Celia, do you want to resist this?
No.
Okay. Celia, you are physically pulled out by Lyra.
Okay.
This is a weird question, but is the chanting, like, is he within melee range of me?
Do you want to take a wild swing and see if he is?
Sure, because I can use my reaction if he is, but if he's not, then I can't, so I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that.
Take that swing.
Alright.
You hit nothing.
Okay, cool. And that's my reaction. Sorry, just
I mean,
in
you could have
case
just missed, though. I mean, it's an 18, so you might not have, but, like, you could have just missed.
So,
does a 26 hit you?
yes, it
does.
does.
A 15 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay. So this will be, what is this? Do you have resistance to necrotic damage or anything?
No.
Cool.
And my reaction was that, so.
That'll be 17 points of damage to you.
All right.
And to make matters worse, you lose 4 points of your strength stat.
Ooh.
You feel weakness being sucked from you. Oh, by the way, there's 2 of these guys. Does a 25 hit?
I do believe it does.
And does a 26 hit?
I do believe it does.
So that'll be 17 and 13 more damage. And another 4 points off your strength stat.
Alrighty. So I am at -2 strength.
Dear.
You pass out instantly.
Brilliant.
Beautiful.
Wait.
You lost 4. You lost 8
Is
points.
that...
You were at 6 on your strength?
Yes.
Sorry, you had a +6?
Is that your modifier?
It's
or
off your stat, not off your...
Oh, okay, wait. So yeah, I have a 14 in strength.
Oh yeah, so you are at 6 right now. You're not at negative anything.
Okay.
But you feel weakness, and actually, hold on. Let me double check my rulings for this. What this says? Yeah. A target instantly dies if their strength stat is reduced to 0.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh, interesting. Good to know.
That makes it your turn.
Who?
Tis.
Oh, dope. I'd like to try something that Tis is extremely not likely to be able to do. Um, I would like to try to determine from the curvature of the darkness that I can see where it might originate.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Roll a. I feel like that's an investigation check.
+1.
Yeah, you have a theory.
So going off of that theory, I would like to take out Dreamer's Thorn, move toward where I think it originates from, and then use 2 charges to try to dispel the magic, hoping that it's either an enchantment or a.
Okay, you are going to take an attack of opportunity. Actually, you're going to take 2 attacks of opportunity because to do so, you have to move through the darkness where these shadows are quite happy to attack you. Are you comfortable
Okay.
with that?
Yes.
Cool. 24 to hit and 22 to hit.
Yeah, those both hit.
Okay. Are you resistant to necrotic damage?
Oh, no.
Okay, then that'll be 27 damage total. And again, oh my god, I keep on rolling really well on this. That'll be 9 from your strength stat. This is your buffed strength stat, though, so don't panic yet.
27 damage?
27 damage and -8 to your strength stat. But you get to a position where you think you should do this thing. You want to make your attack. It is at disadvantage because it is dark.
Would I be able to do any better just by like not attacking, but like placing it on the wall and then like moving it around so I feel something
Yeah,
distinct?
I'd allow that. I'll allow that. Yeah, why don't you just
Okay.
make a straight roll?
Okay. Just a 20?
Dreamer Storm. Yeah, Dreamer Storm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you feel something there.
Okay, then once I feel that, I'll use the charges.
Absolutely. A light floods into the hallway as you destroy this thing. There was an orb here emitting the darkness. It is shattered from your touch, from the touch of Dreamer's Thorn. It seems to break into 1,000 pieces. You see on the walls 2 thin shadows. They are formless, but seem to have these long knives in their hands. And then towards the bottom, you see a skull, but it's about 6 feet tall, and it seems to only have one eye in it, or one eye hole, and its mouth just hangs open, and it sort of stares endlessly at you.
Is it animated?
It does seem to be moving.
Does that count as an attack since I was kind of like not attacking?
It counts as an action, I would say.
Okay, so I have a bonus. I will cast Searing Smite.
Yeah, absolutely. Your next attack will have the power of the seer. Zerial, you can now see your enemies. They were shadows along the walls all along.
It was just the shadows that were casting the chant, or no?
Oh no, the shadows don't have the ability to cast that chant. You are right to guess that.
Oh, okay. And I just based on the wounds that I've received, were the attacks that I took the damage from the shadows, or
Yes.
were they? Okay.
The thing that casts the chant has only done one thing. It has counterspelled, and it is.
Okay.
I'll just let it tell you. It's the giant one-eyed skull at the bottom of this thing.
Yeah, I assumed. I was just wondering which was the bigger threat. Yeah, so in that case, I am going to let's just go all out. I'm going to cast Hex, and I'm going to cast it on one of the shadows.
Okay.
And then I am going to go all out with some attacks.
Okay.
Let's do. So I have 2 attacks, but I'm also going to use my action surge, so it'll be 4. So I'll just roll these.
These are no longer at advantage, but 3 of them hit.
Okay.
This is on the shadow or on the skull? Sorry, I should check.
These are in the shadow.
Okay,
so,
great. Yeah. There's 2 shadows and a skull, I should say. There you go.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just shadow until it kills one, and then move on because
Yeah,
the
just
hex can. Yeah. But I'll do that, and then does let's see. But that's the action. I wonder how that works.
Oh, what works?
Booming blade and the interaction between that, but we'll talk about that later because
Okay.
I just don't want to bother with it. I'll miss out on the extra.
You
damage.
did hex this turn anyway, so.
Yeah, true. And then let's see. So let me drop that. Let's roll for attack, attack, attack. All right. And do I roll something wild or something weird or not?
Yes, but we first need the hex damage too. Roll the 3d6 hex damage.
Okay. Okay.
Plus 20, plus 9, plus 2, plus 9. Cool. Yeah, roll something wild, something weird.
Okay.
63.
Interesting.
Oh no.
Cool. Roll 1d20 for me. You might like this.
All right.
What is the highest level spell slot that you can currently cast?
Let's see. It's like a level. Yeah, it's a level 2. Hooray for being a half caster.
Yeah. You permanently gain a level 3 spell slot, but lose a level 1 spell slot.
Oh, all right. That's pretty cool.
Additionally, you kill a shadow. One of the shadows. Celia, that makes it your turn.
Okay. Right now, to me, because it's going to counterspell everything I do, the biggest threat is the skull. So I'm going to attack the skull with blood barrel.
Okay.
It's pretty big.
Very big.
So a cone would work.
In fact, large.
Brilliant. Hang on, do I have this set up correctly? It's not working. Hang on. There we go.
Okay. DC 17 dex saves, that you say? Okay, cool. I think I have a +1 on my dex saves. I get a 7. So I failed.
Cool.
So what happens here? Tell me what happens. What does this look like?
So I'm gonna summon some of the blood out of the bottles I have. I'm gonna use one bottle. And I'm also going to push here and use some of my own health. And it's going to kind of look like a spray of like little bullets, like little sharp spikes.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely.
All over.
Absolutely. What does pushing do?
I'm going to be adding some damage.
Roll that extra damage.
I don't think I need to. The bonus damage equals 10 plus the number of hit points spent. So I'm going to spend 10 and add 20.
Nice. So that'll make another 30 damage to it. It does not seem to like that. Yeah, you see bone chip under the assault of your bloody assault. It's weird seeing blood versus bone, but here we see blood versus bone. And as you cast this, the hole in the skull turns towards you and somehow seems to look like it's in agony and pain, and it says, "The magic of the enemy! The magic of the enemy!" And it looks at you. And I need to roll a d10. Roll a d10. Uh-oh. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Are you casting a spell?
No, I am using a magical effect that is innate to the creature.
So it's not something I can counterspell.
No, but you can get a
Never
20.
mind.
Which is great. Um,
Double 20. That's the first time I've ever seen a double 20.
Oh shit, you're right.
nice. Okay. Um, yep. This is still damage though. So half again.
Last
You get
double
20 points of damage instead of 40. You all see as this sickly green ray just emits from the hole where the eye is and engulfs Celia, but she's able to step out of the way and only engulfs a part of her. Lyra.
Right. I'm gonna try and cast. Actually, yeah. Aranazar's Scorcher on it. At level 2. So it's on the actual skull.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Dex save. Awesome. I get a 5, so I fail. So that's going to be 3d8 damage. Cool. 13 more fire damage. Gotta love it. Doesn't seem to like that. Doesn't like the fire. Doesn't like you. In fact, I don't like you so much that I'm going to use 2 legendary actions to cast the spell. You're muted, Emily.
Somebody say cast a spell.
I'm muted.
Oh.
I'm gonna stop the spell.
You cast counter spell?
Yeah, I cast counter spell.
Okay. It is a 3rd level spell that I was casting, so counter spell automatically destroys it. Bam. No problem. Well done. Excellent. That brings us back to the top of the initiative order. Tis, you are up.
So I'm pretty much adjacent to the 2 wraiths, right?
Yes. Well, one of them is dead.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that.
So you killed one of them.
And we know for sure, or I mean, we can assume that those were the things that were reducing our strength.
Yes.
Strength. Okay. I'm gonna attack the others.
Yep. Do it. 21 hits. 19 is no good. It does not like that at all. Keep going.
The last one, let me check really quick, but the last die is my radiant from the paladin thing, you know?
Oh, got it.
So 2 radiant out of the 9.
Okay. Okay, so I will double that. Also, you've got Searing Smite up.
Oh, yes, I do. So 1d4.
Yeah, add that.
And then they let me pull up the spell. They make a some sort of save at the start of their turn or end of their turn. But I will swing again.
Yeah, swing again. 28 definitely hits. Can't dodge a 28.
And then 2 again for the radiant.
Excellent. So an extra double that. Beautiful.
And that is it.
Excellent. Cool. Well, it did not like that and is going to attack you right back, but it's the start of its turn. What does it have to do at the start of its turn?
It's at the end, actually. If I'm not mistaken. Let me check.
Well, then, poo on you.
Oh, it's a d6. I'll roll that next time. Constitution saving throw at the start of its turn. Okay. And then it's rolling against 15, if I'm not mistaken.
14.
Okay. Save is 16. So it fails and it takes a d4.
Yeah, roll that extra d4.
3.
Almost, but not quite enough. 17 to hit, Tis.
Miss.
And 12 to hit. Yeah, it seems frantic. Its motions seem more chaotic and disorganized. It seems like the shadow itself seems to almost like fall apart at points and try to come at you. But it's relatively easy to dodge something that's attacking you always from the same angle of the floor or the wall. Sometimes it peels off and makes a stab half-hearted above there, but you're pretty effective at dodging this thing. Zerial.
Alrighty. I am going to. Yeah, might as well. I'm going to use the face step, and well, actually, is the skull within just normal movement distance?
Yeah, it's about 25 feet.
Okay.
You'd provoke an attack of opportunity from this shadow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in that case, I am. You know what? I'm actually okay with the attack of opportunity. But I'm going to use my bonus action to recast Hex
Okay.
onto the skull itself.
Okay. I got a 22 on my attack of opportunity.
Oof. And what's the deal with reactions during your own turn?
Yes, you can use reactions during your own turn.
Okay, cool. And it's a melee attack, correct?
Yep.
Okay, let me see if defensive duelist is enough. Let's
Plus
4 to 8. Yeah, it's enough. So I'm going to use defensive duelist and
Cool. So I missed then.
nullify it.
That
Yes,
means
sir.
I don't suck any more of your strength out.
Oh, thank goodness. Couldn't really take any more of that one.
Seriously. Okay. You are now in melee with the skull.
Alrighty. And then I am going to just attack it twice with Shadow Blade.
Yeah. Take that attack. 11 misses. 26 hits.
Cool.
17 psychic damage. Yeah, I don't think it's resistant to psychic. Is it weak to psychic? No. I thought it might be. Okay. It's going to use a legendary action on you. To well, that's very useless. Dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Ooh, actually, it's not that useless.
Nat 20.
Okay, well, you dodge out of the way as its eye looks at you in this beam of looks like frosty coldness that would slow you down. Pierces your nothing because you dodge out of the way.
I was straight prepared to use Indomitable too.
Yeah, absolutely. Celia, you're up.
I'm gonna yell at the skull.
Hmm.
What are you? Because it's a master and it hates my magic. I want to know.
Hmm.
Is it gonna respond?
I think it says impudent.
You're impudent.
No, I mean, yeah, that's the joke, but no, it's talking to you.
Brilliant. I literally do not know who you are.
That's totally fair.
I'm gonna cast the exact same thing and do the exact same thing, but I'm gonna spend less of my own health. I'm only gonna
spend all your health, go down to 1.
That'll be 25 plus 15, so that'll be 40.
That'll be 40 total, yeah. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, this thing's not looking super good. Chunks of it, I think one of its teeth falls out of its jaw. But you know what? It really does not like you. And it doesn't like a lot of people.
Good.
So actually, it doesn't like any of you. So I'm just going to take a full turn. 419. Okay, the 4 is going to be against Tiss. Tiss, I need a dexterity saving throw.
14.
A beam shoots towards you and slows you down. You cannot take reactions, and your speed is halved. Could be worse. Celia, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
This isn't something I can counter spell, is it?
No.
Oh, that was awful.
Celia, this creature is your friend. Why are you need to help it and defend it from its enemies that are attacking it.
Okay.
And last but not least, oops. Not gonna matter though, possibly. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
From me?
Again.
14.
Okay, well the good news is you're no longer charmed.
Because it just attacked me.
It just attacked the hell out of you. 55 damage.
I'm down.
You're
Ow,
down.
I only had 35 health.
A beam of purple light just shoots towards you and it hits you very, very hard, and you fall to the ground. Celia, there are some complications with this beam. You're supposed to lose a limb.
Oh,
Is that something that you're
Okay.
okay with?
Yeah, do I get to choose which limb?
I will 100% let you choose which limb.
Can I have a think about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, are we going for the peg leg? Are we going for the missing eye? Like,
Lyra, that makes it your choice. That makes it your turn.
Okay. Um. Right. Action to give her a potion to revive her. Bonus action.
Yeah,
Potion of
action to feed someone else a potion.
Okay. Yeah. I think I might just have to give it to her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll run in and give her a greater healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
Potion
Yeah, you start
or
seeing as like a stump forms where whatever was just lost returns.
whatever was lost.
I'm gonna go for my arm.
Wow.
44,
An arm.
12 hit points to Celia.
Thank you.
And let's see.
one could say you were effectively disarmed.
Cool. Tis, you're up.
Okay. The wraith is still up, right?
Barely, yeah.
How's the skull looking?
Seriously injured.
Am I close enough to get to it while slowed?
You are close enough to get to it while slowed, but you will provoke an attack of opportunity from the wraith.
Okay.
Probably take out the skull my next turn if you want to take out the wraith.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna cast Searing Smite again.
Okay.
Wait, I have 0. No, we long rested. I haven't used 4 spells.
No, you've used 2. This is your second. Sorry, this is your second use of that spell.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, my sword does the thermal vent thing, and then
Take that swing.
Oh, I'm guessing that misses.
Yeah, not one misses always.
Okay.
22 definitely hits though. 18 slashing. Add anything to that?
Yeah. So I was doing it wrong before. I was looking at the wrong die rather. The radiant damage is 4, if that matters. And takes a d6.
Okay, roll that d6. That pops you over the top by 2, taking it out. Bam. The wraith is dead.
That's it.
Hmm?
That's my turn.
Excellent. Okay, cool. I'm gonna eye beam someone.
Are you kidding me? Go on.
Let's see what we get. Oh, that's not so bad. Wisdom save. Yeah, this is narrative sense.
Okay. 12.
That is a failure.
Oh wait, she gets stuff. She gets +4, and then no, it's just +4.
+4. That pops up to 16. The DC is 17.
I should have blessed us.
The effect is fear. You cannot move closer to this death tyrant.
That's fine. I'm already scared enough by the fact my arm has just disappeared.
Your arm has disappeared. Oh no, which one?
Left.
Cool. I like it. Left arm is gone.
Which one?
From where? Like, is it my whole arm?
Sure. I mean, how much do you want it to be?
As little as possible.
Go for the whole arm. Come on now. Like, be a real
At the minimum,
soldier.
it's to the elbow. At the minimum, it's to the elbow.
Yeah, I can work with that. That'll do.
Oh, shame. Poor
That'd be a
shame.
fingertip.
I think any more than that, and I'm going to start upsetting my
Just the
balance.
pads of my fingers to this disintegration. Cool. Excellent. That makes it officially Zerial's turn. Ooh, I didn't use my 5 games this round. Okay, fair enough.
Oh boy. All right. So because this might actually matter, I think I'm going to ask the question now. So the whole interaction between any of my attacks and Booming Blade, I forgot how it worked previously because I just really haven't used it, and I've effectively replaced it with, well, not replaced it with Hex, but
Hex on the first turn always matters the most, of course, because it is an ongoing turn. Yes, you're wondering about how that whole interaction whole thing works. That's your question.
Yeah. Because I have multiple attacks and I have one booming.
Yeah, so the
blade
way
and
that
I
we
have
decided to
hex.
rule it, and this is not rules as written, this is me breaking the rules as written to make them cooler, is that you can cast Booming Blade and take all your attacks.
Okay. So
That's
I
how
just
we decided to rule it. So Booming Blade will increase the effectiveness of one of your hits.
okay. So I'll run one booming blade per turn,
Yep.
and then normal attacks, and then normal hex. All right, cool.
Yes. And this is largely because War Magic is deeply underpowered.
Cool. That works. The only reason I'm even coming close to rules lowering this is just because, like, I want to figure this out now, just in case it kind of fucks up and takes another one of our limbs. So
Totally done.
I feel like it's good. Also, I'm
I
going to
have
use.
to roll a 9 for that to happen. I have to roll a 9 on a d10, and then you have to fail a dex saving throw, and it has to be the right person. So let's just for the clarity, there's a circumstance that has to arise for that to happen. But let's see if you can kill it first, anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to get advantage on this.
Okay, roll that d100 for me.
Oh boy.
Wild. What did you get?
61.
61. Let's see what I got with this. Nice. Roll a d20.
All right. 9.
Cool. Yeah, you find yourself moving just a little faster. You are slightly more dodgy than you were expecting. Your AC goes up by 1.
Yay. So, and this is
a temporary buff, though. It will only
okay,
last this combat. Just to be clear, it
Perfect.
lasts for 1 minute. But
just wanted to make sure. Okay, so in that case, let's take some attacks. Bam, bam.
24 solidly hits.
All right, we'll do that. And we'll do hex. And
Psychic
booming
damage.
blade.
Hex. Nice. 16 plus 3 plus 14. Yeah, that's pretty good. Anything else you want to do?
I think that's all I got. Or do I have a bonus action? I don't.
No, your bonus action was casting Booming Blade, basically. That's how we're ruling it.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, all right, then that's it.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to use another one of my eye beams. Who am I using?
Not a spell cast, right?
No, it is not. That makes that you, actually.
Oh boy.
What is 7? I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
All right, and then
it does have spells. It's just not.
I am going to use Indomitable on that.
Please do. Gas that makes you sleepy comes out of this thing, but you just sort of slap yourself awake and ignore the effect, not falling asleep. Celia, you have 1 turn at 12 hit points before this thing gets to use its 3-eye beam attack thing again.
Wow, that's really fun.
Honestly, just fireball me. At this point, I'm feeling dodgy. I got this. Just drop it, and I will just bam, just dodge it. Whatever you got.
No, it's okay because I've got the same amount of damage as Fireball does, but in Lightning Bolt, which means I can do it in line, which means I can miss you.
Ball in.
And I'm gonna do that at level 6.
Okay.
So,
holy moly, okay.
This is a dex save?
Because I really don't want this beam thing again. So
is that a dex
that's
save?
1, 2, 3, 11 d6.
Okay. And it's a dex save?
Yeah, it's a dex save against 17.
I get an 18.
Are you shitting my ass right now?
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to get
That's so typical. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. And I don't think there's a reaction I can take to that, too. It's so unfortunate.
No, it's just...
Roll it.
It's
still half damage, right?
Yeah, it's still half damage.
18 damage.
Please let that be enough.
We'll see. It'll be fun either way.
Cool. So it's its turn. Let's do this correctly. 3, 4, 2 in that order. So it's going to be that'll be Zerial, Lyra, and then Zerial, Celia, Lyra, and then 3d10. Let's see what you get. Can't get 2 9s. Can't get 2 10s. 7. 10, 9, 7 in that order. Okay, so 3 is first. That's Zerial for the 10. Fuck. Zerial, dex saving throw. I'm glad you have a +1 on this.
Okay, and quick question: like, is it like any sort of damage to be absorbed? Like, what
Necrotic damage?
Ooh, okay. That's not an element now, is it?
Absorb elements, I think, works on necro. No, I don't think so. I was about to say it works, but then I don't know.
Oh wait. Yes, actually. Oh wait, it says description elemental damage, quote unquote. So
acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
Damn.
So.
All right.
Unfortunately, no. It is a dex saving throw though, and you have a +1 on this.
Yeah, fair.
Oh my god, I got 10, 9, 7. Jeez, I got like the 3 of the worst. Okay, cool. Sorry, guys.
All right.
Another 9 on Celia.
That's so sad. I guess you just make the roll.
So that's a 14 that you got there. That's not. So that'll be 58 necrotic damage.
You know what? I'm going down anyways, so as a reaction, can I just use
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know.
Talk me into it.
We'll do absorb elements just in case, and then see if that triggers any wild magic that may save my ass.
Do it. Yeah, you cast absorb elements, you trigger a wild magic surge. Search this happens at this moment. 84. Let's see what happens. I'm so down.
Please.
Let's see what happens.
Even if it's a fireball that targets my face, it would be funny.
It could kill it before it kills everyone else.
See, that's what I'm thinking, right? Like, there's the chance, and the chance is worth taking.
This was 84, you said?
Yeah.
Silence is killing me.
Can you roll a d20 for me?
Got it. That's a 9.
Wait, did he take +4 on the deck save?
Oh my god. We forgot your +4.
Yeah,
so you successfully dodged this, Jack. 0.
Oh.
Within 10 feet of me, y'all get +4.
Okay, cool. Then I'll still use it just in case it actually does do something to the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is not 58 damage. I want to be clear. This is 28 damage. 29 damage.
Okay,
right?
Does that put me down? That literally exactly puts me down. Okay. I have 29 hit points.
Is it a spell?
No, unfortunately, okay. It's like a dragon breath. It's a beholder.
An ability.
Yeah, it's a natural ability.
So now I'm terrified as to what the 84 is and why we've all been very, very silent.
Okay, I have no idea what you can do with this.
Oh boy.
I just don't. And so we're going to find out. Wild magic surges within you. You are forced to immediately cast 2 spells instantaneously, one after the other.
Okay. That's actually really... Yeah, that's going to be really good.
Does that take spell slots?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's important, but this thing isn't a person, correct?
No.
Okay. So that's fine. I can cast, and it's spells, not cantrips, correct?
It says spells.
Okay, so we'll just assume spells, not cantrips. So I am going to cast Chromatic Orb, which will use my last spell slot there.
Okay.
So let's just do that. That's the nat 1. And
considering the circumstances, that's still good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then as my last resort, I am going to see if I can at least save some of the others and cast darkness centered on the pedestal or the stone underneath it.
Realizing that you're about to go unconscious.
Yeah. And like it'll at least stop whatever it is. Wait, what?
You know, that's actually a really interesting point. Let me see what I got here on that front. Let me see. Do I have to?
Here's a question though. Did it hit us
I think that
through
works.
the darkness?
I think that works.
Because all
'Cause-
it did was counterspell something in the darkness.
It did,
Yeah.
It didn't actually.
but it's darkness that it created.
Oh,
It
you're
killed
right.
Through its own darkness, not through magical darkness.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. You're going down, so technically this darkness disappears, right?
Mhm.
But technically, mechanically speaking, you go down at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I
darkness
saved
lasts
it.
throughout the turn.
Yeah.
So it can't, and it can only target things that it can see. It says so on its page. It can only target things that it can see. So I think you just saved Lyra and Celia's life with your sacrificing wild magic save.
Got him.
Thank you.
Easy, buddy.
It's amazing.
So Zerial goes down. Celia's your turn.
Yeah, we need to get him out. I only have one arm. I can't pick him up. I'm gonna like grab him by the collar and like drag him as far as I can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Can I dash as well? That
Yeah, of course.
Honestly, I'd say probably kill it before like
I
you
don't
get
know
me.
that I could take it down though.
It's
Unless
worth it
it's
to try.
was it looking bad?
It
Yeah.
was looking bad, yeah. And I
Oh,
dealt some
okay.
extra damage to it, not with the chromatic orb, but with the attacks. So
All right then, I'm going to cast lightning bolt. What happened there?
No idea.
Okay.
I get a nat 20.
Shitting on my ass right now. Stop.
Roll that 86.
because here's the thing:
I'm going to cast it at 5th level and add some damage.
10d6.
Anyway.
it's your turn, then it's Tiss's turn, then it's Asma's turn, or
No,
Asma's
it's
then Tiss.
Celia's. Celia, then Lyra, then Tiss.
Okay, so like then yeah, we have 3 turns to kill this thing, and then pick me up because I'm fine, right?
Where's the plus 20 coming from?
I added some damage with like blood magic.
Okay, cool. You're hurting
Yeah,
yourself.
that thing. Yeah, I took away.
So you're at
I've
2
got
hit
two
points
left.
right now.
Easy 2 hit points.
So that is 58. That's halved to 29. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm basically fine.
Celia, how do you want to do this?
What a pro gamer.
Let's try.
I would like to point out, by the way, just for the record, that it is literally because of the empowered blood. You beat him by 3. He had 200 hit points. You set him to 203.
I think with like one last lunge of desperation, I'm probably still on the floor at this point.
Mm-hmm.
My only good arm. I'm gonna cast this spell right at him, hoping that I don't hit Zerial
Mm-hmm.
because I can't see.
Yeah.
And push so hard that I almost faint.
Mm.
And hope.
I think, Lyra, you're like next to her, and so you see this, and I think you see her like call out in pain, and you can't help but look at the stump of her arm as like the blood is draining through her lightning bolt into this creature. You see the blood draining out of the stump of her arm, and it becomes this like gray, sickly color of just this horrid flesh that's barely there. But what's left of this skull shatters.
Yay!
And I think that's what we're going to call the session. Although, Tiss, if you want to pop some healing into Zero first so that we're not stressed about that.
Yeah, I'll give him 20 points of lay on hands.
Zero, you
we're
pop up
fine.
20 points of lay on hands, and that's what we're going to call the session.
See, it's fine. Check this out. I could just roll a d20 on my thing and get up immediately.
Nope,
Okay.
not quite.
Yeah.
So close. Then.
You stabilized, though.
Cool.
Okay, there we go. Nice job, guys. Lots of good stuff. Let's give you some
Oh
things.
my god.
That was quite the deal.
Okay, what is that?
I do love wild magic. Nothing quite like it.
Me
That
too.
was amazing.
I was really not certain we were going to pull off with that cast 2 random spells thing. Okay, and wow, not bad. And okay. I got all the monsters that you guys just fought for experience points, because monsters fighting for experience points is straightforward and easy to calculate. Anyone have anything else that they would like to get experience points for today?
We spend 4 turns removing the darkness from an orb inside the thing, only to use darkness again on purpose.
What level are you guys, by the way?
12.
12, great, thank you. Sure, I'll give you that point. There's an
Yes.
Having a successful interaction with Sebekam.
Mm-hmm.
You call that successful? Okay, cool.
It's
Anything else?
Using an arm.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is something.
I will
that-
give you losing an arm. That I will admit is deadly.
Yeah.
I'll give you max experience possible for that.
What did it look like? Because I don't think we saw that. Like, does it wither away or just?
It turns to dust.
more dust.
Can't even
than
harvest my own
inhales.
blood from that. That's just rude.
You know, no one asked me if. Never mind. Anything else you want to get experience points for?
The guild thing.
What do we do with the guild? You
Manage
still
Had a long
affairs.
conversation.
Yeah.
Long.
you got a problem. You didn't solve anything, so I don't think there's anything there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fair.
true.
I forget. Do we do XP for turning stuff in?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You turned in the rewards there. Yeah, absolutely. That was very deadly actually, because that's actually interacting with the black dragon is how you got that. So
Does planning an assassination count? Even though it might not.
We didn't do
doing
it
an
though.
assassination counts.
Yeah.
Doing an assassination counts.
Okay, fair.
What about never mind, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Anyone, anything else?
No, but I do want to say I do know exactly what I'm going to do when I figure out where I'm going to learn the spell from. Because like it's a weird juxtaposition of me not having the spell, like any spells in the 3rd spell slot. But M, you know this 3rd level spell. You know it quite well.
Yeah.
What spell?
What do you think it is, M?
Probably dispel magic. No, that's not you.
Fireball.
Fireball, yeah.
Counter spell.
Oh, okay.
We're
Cool.
gonna be the counter spell party. Fuck mages.
Sure, but if you counterspell anything I create, I'm going to hit you.
See,
So that's gonna be 8,125 experience points, everyone. And that's what we're gonna call today's game. I hope you all enjoyed the show. We certainly enjoyed playing it. Go live good and happy lives. Do your best to take care of each other. And as always, the best advice that I can possibly offer you: don't forget to call your cat and feed your mom.